So in this video, we're going to learn how to select elements by their IDs. So far you've learned how to select elements by their element name. You've learned to select elements if they have a class. Now you're going to learn how to select elements if they have an ID. Alright. So here we go. Once again, we are in brackets. On the left and on the right we have the preview browser. In brackets we have the HTML page on top, the style sheet on the bottom, and they are connected by this link. Alright, so far we learned to select something by an element. So like let's say we want this H1 selected, or all H1s. You just type out the element name. So this is the element name, H1, and that makes it red. Or let's say you wanted to give it a class. So instead of selecting it by H1, you could do dot, and then whatever the class name is. So here it's color, go down here, color. And classes, more than one thing can share the same class. Alright, here the H1 and the paragraph, both using the same class. Alright, but now we're on to IDs. So a couple things are different about classes and IDs. Number one, an ID is unique. So that means if up here I type ID equals, let's say, main, right? That means nothing else can have the same ID as this. So I could not come here to this paragraph and type ID equal main. Oops. I mean, I could physically do it, but it would be wrong. Alright, so don't ever do that. IDs are unique and they have to stay unique. Okay, so here, let's say we want to select this by the ID. So if it was a class, if this was class is equal to main, you would type dot main. But it's an ID. So instead of a dot, instead of a period, you type a hashtag, a number sign. And then you type main. That's how you select something by an ID. Alright, you don't put a space here, it won't work. Hashtag, and then whatever the ID is. And like classes, IDs must start with a letter. It can't have more than one word. You can't say, you know, main header or something like that. It's not going to work. It'll fail. Alright? Just one word starts with a letter, make it lowercase. Alright. And that's how you select something by an ID.